What do you make of the president's plan so far? So he's starting with air traffic control. You know, you can't say that that's a bad thing, but you know, $200 billion will attract 800 billion more. Is that true, or does he need to, you know, start with Congress? Does he need to be talking about tax changes to municipal law? You know. Yeah.
So let's review. Let's just start with what are we doing today? So the federal government has direct spending of about $100 billion a year right now. It also subsidizes state and local municipal bonds by making the interest on those tax exempt from federal taxation. So in total, we spend about $150 billion a year at the federal level on infrastructure. But that represents 3% of the federal budget. It pales in comparison to what we spend on defense, what we spend on Medicare, what we spend on Social Security. And these are the kinds of investments in the future that drive economic growth. And we are spending less and less at the federal level. So what we have suggested is that if the federal government, if the budget impasse at the federal level is not going to be resolved anytime soon, fundamental divisions between the Republicans over tax rates and tax levels and between the Democrats on other spending priorities, entitlement programs, then we're going to have to find a way to get more private capital involved. And in order to get more private capital involved, the states and the municipalities that own water systems and wastewater treatment systems and airports and ports, things that we're paying for as users today, we've got to get those things off their balance sheets and into the private sector. So we have to encourage privatization in order to find the funding to do this.
But how do you get that done across the board? Like I say, that's fine in, you know, in New York State, but what about?
So the way to get it across the board is, and this is, there's a hint of this in the president's plan, although it's not articulated. How does he propose to spend $200 billion more a year? That's really $20 billion over 10 years. So again, less than half of 1% of the federal budget is what his big kick for infrastructure is, less than half of 1% of the federal budget a year. But let's assume he's serious about spending that much more. You could encourage the states and municipalities to privatize their assets by giving them a financial incentive. Use $20 billion a year to get the states to sell their assets that they're under investing in.